Hi, my name is Paul Binion. I'm one of the sales engineers at Hard Dollar Corporation. And in today's session, we're going to learn about how you can get the big picture of how the particular items that you are tracking in your project, how they're performing, and also be able to see it at the entire project level. So we're going to jump in, first of all, to the clearing and grubbing item on this particular project. You'll notice that it defaults to this current status tab. I have other tabs going along the top here that help me to measure how things are progressing. But the current status tab kind of puts everything on one page for you. So here you can see there's two main sections, where this work stands and how this work is doing. Under where this work stands, you'll notice under the first column, this is called my planned at completion column. And this is showing me for all of the different things that we're measuring, quantity, duration, production, man hours, equipment hours, what we had planned in our estimate. It's pulling it straight from the estimate. So we, for example, had planned that, well, we know we have to do 10 acres of clearing for this particular item, and we planned that it would take 10 days at 1 acre per day that we'd be doing, and it would use this many man hours, this many equipment hours, and so forth. Well, the second column is our as-built or actual values. So we see we've done so far, based on the entries that have come in down below here from our timesheets or daily sheets, we can see that we've done 1.8 acres so far, and it's taken us 3 days. That's a production of just 0.6 acres per day. So we right off the bat see that we are under producing. We can see how many man hours we've done so far, and how many equipment hours, and so forth. We then see kind of the balance of that, what's remaining from what we had planned. So since we've only done 1.8 acres, we have 8.2 acres left, and so forth. The last column here is my percentage of plan. So we can see what percentage has been done so far. So we have done 18% of the quantity. However, we've used 25% of our man hours and 30% of our equipment hours. So clearly that would match up with the fact that we are not producing as well as we should. We also can go down a little bit farther and look at this total cost and see that this is costing us 20.58% of our cost when we've only done 18% of the work. So this is a great gauge for the project manager to be able to come on here and see on one screen how are things performing, are we on track or not. Then we have how this work is doing. And this is taking all that planned information, but instead of looking at planned at completion, when it's all done, it's saying, where should we be at? This is our earned value at this point. And according to this, we should be at a duration of 1.8 days, and we're currently at 3 days. We should be at a production value of 1 acre per day, and we're just producing 0.6. So it's telling us a comparison between our earned value, where we should be at, and where we're actually at, and then giving us the variance. You can see on this particular example, we're a little bit behind, a little bit underproducing, so we have things showing up in red, negative values, where we are not performing as we should be. So that gives you the idea of the big picture at a single item level. I can get the same kind of information if I close out of there and jump onto the entire project at the top, where I double click on job, and I get this same great kind of feedback, my planned compared to my actual, what my remaining is, and what percentage has been done for all of these values at the entire project level. So that wraps up our session for today. Hope it was helpful, and we'll talk to you soon.